Hello and welcome to this video, this crystal video. So this is the next in the series of videos to help you understand and work with your crystals. So if you are just tuning in and you've not seen any of these before, there is a Crystals 101 video available just talking about different shapes, different sizes, how to work with them as a general, more of a general kind of basis. And we also have a video on crystal skulls and how to work with those. This video in particular was requested by a wonderful soul who was inquiring about the amethyst wands that I have right now. So I'm just going to show you these wonderful 3 amethyst wands. So amethyst wands are very, very powerful to work with. 3 that I have right now, which I'm going to be utilizing in this video, is this is the small. Very, very lovely to hold. They feel fantastic in all honesty. Medium, a little bit longer, a little bit heavier. The clarity is beautiful. The camera here doesn't actually do it justice. Yeah, no, I can't. I'll have to show you on my social media, I think, the clarity of these as you look down the points. And then we have the large. So this one is quite mighty. Very heavy, quite mighty, very deep and rich in purple. But these are what you call amethyst wands. Of course, they come in various different shapes and sizes. They come from the actual geode, the geode cluster. So whenever you see a raw amethyst, and I have one just up here actually. I'm just going to stand up and grab this. Like I have a little, like when you have a raw amethyst, you have these little wonderful protrusions that occur, and when you have an amethyst wand, you can only imagine how large that geode was to get something of this size out of it, because that is one of these points essentially. So why a wand? I'm going to thank that one and put this one right here actually. Why a wand? What are wands good for? Well, wands are usually something which has a point on one end and usually something long. So whenever you think of wand, you might think of Harry Potter, you know, like a wooden wand or a stick, something, it usually directs energy. Now, wands are fantastic for alchemists, for healers, for people working with patients or clients. If you're doing energy healing, they are fantastic for directing your intention, your will, for commanding the ley lines and helping clear the ley lines, for creating vortexes around you, portals around you. And they are really, really wonderful to protect space as well, because once again, they are amplifiers and magnifiers of intention, especially of intention of the bearer who holds the crystal. Now, I absolutely adore these crystals here. They are very, very deep in color. It's actually just it's so powerful. It's just made my necklace fall off my ankle. It's just come off my neck here. Oh gosh. These ones particular, they're beautiful. Crystals come at different grades. So whenever you're looking at different crystals, sometimes you'll see people just selling them generically. You'll be drawn to them. We speak of this more in the first video that I did on, the Crystals 101. But these are AA grade amethyst. So the highest that you can tend to get is AAA grade. I've never actually seen someone sell AAA grade amethyst, because I would imagine it'd have to be so clear. And the grading of a crystal is about the clarity. It's about the clarity. It's about the whether there are other minerals, other things inside it, around it, you know. So whenever you are coming to me personally, you'll find that the crystals that find me are the ones that want to help light workers. They want to be of service. They want to go to people that are working with the beautiful ascension energies or the healing heart energies. And so the higher the clarity, I personally find, the better for things like that. So these amethyst wands, they all have very beautiful inner geometry within them. They have rainbow inclusions, which means when you actually look inside them, once again, it's hard to pick up on the camera here, so maybe I'll have to see if I can get it on camera and put it on my social media. When they've got rainbow inclusions, they're adding extra frequency of light. So once again, when you're working with a wand, you can direct energy, direct intention, whether that is for something to do with yourself and you're healing something, doing some psychic surgery, doing some alchemizing or something, or maybe you take this to a sacred site. Maybe you're working with the ley lines, maybe you're working with the dragons, maybe you're working with a patient or a client and you're helping clear their field. I already mentioned that perhaps you're opening a portal or a gateway. Perhaps you're in your bedroom, your dream chamber, and you're creating a sphere of light in that space to invite in certain dreams. They're very powerful. And you can, of course, buy a few, have a few, lay them in certain ways just to shoot out energy in particular pathways. So, for example, I have 6 very small versions of those, and they're in a particular grid in a different room of the house, and they're doing a specific intention. So you can offer intention to these things as well. Now, whenever, and once again, just because I know it's a question that is coming up, if I'm showing a crystal in a video, it's likely a crystal that is looking for its light worker. So if a crystal that I am holding up, if you see it and you're going, oh my gosh, that resonates so much, it makes my heart tingle, if it calls to you, maybe it is for you. So the crystals that come to me personally, they are crystals that are finding and looking for their light worker to work with. So always feel welcome to email or reach out at crystals@aliceheath.com. That'll be in the description box below. And these 3 are available for sale, so you can see the exchange in the description box below in just a moment when I edit the video. But going back to the clarity is important. The clearer a crystal is, especially if it's something like a wand, the point wants to be clear, the clearer it is, the more light can travel through it, the more energy can travel through it unencumbered. It's the same for other crystals as well, I have crystal pyramids here, they're the same, AA grade, right? And you can see all the sacred geometry inside and all the light refractions. The clearer the crystal is, you can even see it with tektites as well. For example, this is Libyan gold tektite, meteorite from the sky, billions of years old, massively powerful. And this is AAA grade. Most people, when they sell tektite, when they have tektite to offer, it is not that grade. It is much lower. So once again, you can see it in lots of different crystals. I'm just showing you for clarity purposes. So once again, this is a AA grade quartz. You can get quartz a little bit clearer than this at AAA grade, but it's incredibly pricey, and I want to try to keep things as affordable as possible when they're coming to me so that I can get them to you. What's really beautiful about these particular crystals, and let's go back to the wands here that we're talking about specifically, is crystals have the potency and the power to be programmed. Programming, anyone can program a crystal. Of course, it is the clarity of the channel, bringing the attunement in as well. So that is going to have impact. So if there is someone that you like to watch or work with or do energy work with, because they have a particular connection to a certain frequency or they have a certain vibration which is really healing, then the way that they attune a crystal is going to be different to how someone else might attune it. But these 3 amethyst wands have been attuned to the rainbow violet flame, because they've got rainbow inclusions, so it's naturally inspired to do so. And St Germain and Archangel Zadkiel, and even Archangel Amethyst, as the feminine twin flame of Zadkiel, they all arrive on the violet flame monadic ray. Now, if you are a particular monadic ray, if you know what your monad is and you have a resonance with a certain aspect of crystal or frequency or something like that, you may find that a crystal will call to you to help you be aligned with your soul mission, to help you be focused. You don't have to work with a crystal just because you might be doing some big grandiose thing. Sometimes you work with a crystal or a crystal comes to you so that you can be more of who you are. Because when you are walking in integrity, when your heart, your mind, your soul, when they're all connected, when you are walking in joy, in grace, in love, with conviction for who you are, you have a electromagnetic field that offers a quantum entanglement effect around you, which means that you cause a ripple effect, a positive ripple effect. So sometimes people work with crystals such as these ones in order to help themselves be more aligned as well. Now, whenever a crystal has been attuned, it then will carry the frequency of whatever that ray or that being is. So like I say, for this, we've got St Germain, Archangel Zadkiel and Amethyst, and we also have the rainbow violet flame. So the violet flame is a ray of alchemy, of transmutation. These are very popular buzzwords that kind of float around, especially in the spiritual world. But when we're looking at the metaphysical properties and the qualities of someone who is an alchemist, who believes and walks the path of alchemy, you are always transmuting one thing to another. So energy is everywhere. It is never just randomly created. It is shifted in its vibrational composition, right? So that could be shadow work to light work. The brighter the light you are, the deeper the shadow must have been that has been alchemized and healed and integrated. But remember, our shadows, if we don't integrate them, we date them. If we don't integrate them, they become people in our lives. If we don't integrate our shadows, they will reflect back to us. And most of us here, if you're watching this video especially, likely it is that you are, some part of what you do is shadow integration, inner child reclamation. These are wonderful tools to assist with that, because metaphysically they are attuned to simply allow the alchemy to take place, for the clarity, for the protection of your own energy, for the wisdom to come into the crown. Amethyst is a crystal that can connect with various parts, like the rainbow frequencies in this one here particularly. I really wish the camera picked it up, but they're just, all these lines that are only shown here on white, they are very rainbowy inside. And the inner landscape is just, it is deep, it is moving, it's very powerful. I personally love working with amethyst, and I love working with the violet flame, and I love the monadic ray, that is the alchemist ray. These wands, and you can have wands of obviously in different crystals as well. You know, you can have clear quartz ones. You can utilize, for example, you can utilize this is tiger's eye obelisk point. You can utilize a point like this as a wand. But there are some crystals that you'll just feel are more wanting in their own soul mission, in their own purpose, to actually be of a particular service. So sometimes, especially if you're working with me, or if I'm helping you find a particular crystal, for those that have worked with me for a little longer, they'll know that the crystals will talk to me and they will tell me. The crystals will share and they will pull to me if they are wanting to come home, if they're wanting to be in my guardianship for a little while before they go somewhere else, or if they're wanting a particular attunement. They just feel fantastic to hold as well. So whenever you are called to a crystal, especially if it's something like a wand, when you are holding it in your hand, you will literally feel all the cells of your body shift. They will reattune. It's almost as though there is this domino effect that moves through you that holds your whole auric field in a certain way, in a certain capacity. So these are really beautiful. So I do have 3 available. I'm going to start to wrap this video up because I don't want them to be too long. Pyramids are the next video I think that we're going to do. So we've done skulls already, we've now done wands. Either that or the tektites, because I have some pyramids and tektites also available if you're watching this in real time. I have those available for the July season, for the run up to Lionsgate, for the Sirius portal. These pyramids are fantastic for the Sirius portal, of course, as you can imagine, and for Lions Gateway, and for helping those energies, and especially the tektites as well are the same. So I will have some other things available. I'll do some other videos soon, because I do get asked quite often. Just put those back down. I do get asked quite often about how to work with certain things. So I do hope that this video has been helpful. I'll get another one out on pyramids, on tektites, and maybe even the Lemurian quartzes as well. I'll get one out on those in the near future. hopefully before I go away on holiday. So thank you all so much for tuning in. Please feel welcome to ask questions if you have them. If it's a question that comes up a lot, I'll likely do a video on it. If you're looking for a particular crystal or you've seen one on my Instagram, Ascension Crystals Dorset, on my Facebook page, Ascension Crystals of the One True Heart, then please feel welcome to email and reach out. You can always contact me at crystals@alessi.com. But in the meantime, I hope you've enjoyed their frequency. I hope you've enjoyed their magic. I hope you've maybe even learned something today about the violet flame and that particular monadic ray and how to work with Amethyst Wands. It will tell you, if you get a crystal, when you connect with it with your heart, it will tell you through intuition. It will tell you through an insatiable pull, magnetic pull, how it wants to work with you. And it will offer you whatever wisdom it is wanting to share with you. And that will be different for each person. You could have 3 people hold a crystal and each one of them hears and feels something different from them. They are very, very particular and very intelligent. The universal wisdom that is within crystals is just, it's unable to be measured. It is unreal. Unreal cool. But for now, I send you all so much love and I thank you for being here. I hope this has helped and I'll connect with you soon.